Zion National Park. It's one of the top 5 national parks to visit in the United States. And it's one of the best places you can take a road trip to in the country. This is going to be a mini guide to make your planning to Zion easier. Plus, it's going to give you a little preview of 3 easy to moderate hikes that you can accomplish all within one day. So let's jump on into it, starting in the town of Springdale, where you're going to find the main entrance to Zion National Park. It is absolutely gorgeous here in Springdale, and just waiting for the shuttle to arrive that will take us into the park, and here it comes. So this is the main road that passes through Springdale, and you'll find several shuttle stops, so you can park your car on the streets and then head on to the shuttle, and that'll take you into Zion National Park. And as you can see, the shuttle is free. I might even recommend that before you get on the bus to Zion, stop by the Visitor Center in Springdale, which is on the main road. You really can't miss it. And they can answer any questions that you may have about parking, what's the difference between parking in Springdale versus Zion National Park. And you can pick up souvenirs, pick up maps, and the info desk will even have information about any weather advisories or closed hiking trails due to weather. So back to our bus ride. The bus ride is just a few minutes through Springdale until it brings you right to the Zion Park entrance. As soon as you cross the bridge, you can hear the beautiful sounds of the river crossing. Wow, look at that. Alright, now it's time to pay our fees to get into the park. Okay, the fees per person are $20. And if you're bringing your vehicle in, it is $35. And you can see you can also get an annual pass, but we are thinking about getting the annual pass for all of the national parks so that we can use them at other parks later on. Okay, let's do this. So we got our annual pass. This will be good for any of the national parks in the U.S., including Yosemite, which we definitely plan on visiting soon since it's not too far from where I live. All right, the adventure continues. This is the line to get onto the shuttle. Sometimes I hear the line can be up to an hour, but luckily we're here a little bit before the 4th of July, before all the big crowds, and it's not too bad. You might have to wait for the next shuttle, but they run very, very frequently. The Zion Shuttle is great, and it'll take you to the start of all the major hiking trails throughout the park. In fact, from March to November, the only access to the Zion Canyon Scenic Drive is by the free shuttle bus. So today we are doing easy hikes, and we went in order that the shuttle stops at. So on stop number 5 at the Zion Lodge, you can reach the Emerald Pools, and we're going to do the lower pools today. Now the upper pools is a longer hike, a little bit more strenuous, but that is closed today. So even if we wanted to do that, that is not an option. So let's go. Whoa. I feel like a little tiny ant compared to this massiveness here. It's beautiful. Today I'm going to show you 3 easy to moderate hikes that you can do all within one day at Zion, and they're all really beautiful. The first is the Emerald Pools, the second is the iconic River Walk to the Narrows, and the third is the Weeping Rock. On the website, I'll be posting a guide to Zion that'll give you all the details you need to plan your trip. So look out for that. The link will be put in the video description below. Back to the start of the Emerald Pools hike. This is the first thing you'll see, and you may want to stop to get your feet wet, especially if it's hot. All right. Alright, shoes are off. I am getting in. Ooh, that water is definitely a bit nippy, but now that my feet are in, oh, it feels so good. So refreshing.
Yeah.
So nice listening to the sounds of the river as you walk past. This is really relaxing and beautiful. Okay, we have reached the end of the lower pools trail. And I can definitely hear the water trickling down into the pools from this point.
Yeah.
And a lot of the water might be dried up a little bit more than usual because it is summertime, but I'm sure in the springtime you'll get to see a lot more water down there. And you can hear the water trickling down from the top all the way down here to the bottom. And then it flows down into the emerald pools.
Oh, you're fine?
Let me show you the rest of the scenery here. And they have this railing here for safety. But this is the only part of the trail that actually had a railing. Oh, and here's another point where the water is trickling down onto that rock. Wow, this is amazing. Okay, so we're coming to the very end because the rest is closed up. You can see there's a lot of people bunched over there. So you can see the lower Emerald Pool Trail is nice and paved, but as you keep going, if you would go to the upper pools, and it's definitely more strenuous. There is just so many beautiful scenes to show you of Zion. I've decided to split this into 2 different videos, so stay tuned for the next one. I'm going to show you the Narrows and Weeping Rock.